Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Soulful East with Lisa J. Today we are going to do Slow Cooker Jambalaya. Oh my God, that sounds so delicious. So we are going to get right into the recipe. For this recipe, the star of your show is going to be your slow cooker. We're going to you need some shrimp, your andouille Cajun sausage, some chicken. Your components for your vegetables are going to be white onion, celery, red bell pepper. Those are your veggies, and then your seasonings. And here, okay, I'm back. So for my spices, I have oregano, Cajun seasoning, crushed red pepper flakes, and some thyme. So it's going to be about a 4th teaspoon of each one of those. Those spices go in here, and that's going to be your spices that you're going to need, along with any other additional spices that you may want to put in there, such as your garlic powder, your onion powders, what have you, to season it to your liking. So you're going to hang tight with me for 1 second. I'm going to jump start my chicken by putting it in my pan over here so it'll cook all the way through, so we can shave off some of the cooking time. If you want to put this on at the beginning of the day, so it's low and slow, you can do it for about 6 hours. You can put all the ingredients in raw. I'm going to cut off a little time by cooking my chicken and my sausage in the pan, and then I'm going to dump it into my crock pot. So hang tight. Okay, so I'm back. I have 2 andouille Cajun sausages. I'm going to slice these up into medium-sized pieces so that they'll cook pretty quickly. If you want to add more, you can, depending on how your taste. This is your recipe. You cook it the way you want to cook it. And then that's 2. And I might just cook the other 2 so we can have a lot of flavor going on in there. Got 2 more. Okay, so I'm back. So I decided to add all of my sausage in there. So that's 4 Cajun andouille sausage. You pick whatever brand you like. I usually use the same one, which is the Idalas. It's got pretty good flavor. And we're going to fry this up after we grill off our chicken. So that's going to help with our cooking time and slow that process down for us. So make it a little short. I'm back. So I have about 4 medium-sized chicken breasts that I cut up into decent-sized bite pieces here. Not too big, not too small. All about the same size. We're going to drop that into my hot pan here. We're going to sizzle that off, sear it off, and get it brown. We're not trying to cook it till it's all the way done. We just want to sear it so that it'll shave off the cooking time in the crock pot. Okay, so our chicken is coming along. It's almost done. I'm not trying to get a hard sear on this. I just want to take the pink away so it'll cook faster. So once I get done with this step here, we're going to throw our sausage in that pan, in this pan, same pan, and we're going to take all this stuff and we're going to dump it into the crock pot. Okay, so our chicken is pretty brown. It's just browned off. I'm going to take it, I'm going to dump this in here into our crock pot. Okay, you don't want all that water from the chicken, so we're going to scoop it out. And I have a cooking liner in my crock pot to clean up when you're done with this. Very easy. You can find those in the aisle where you get your plastic wraps and stuff of that nature. That way you don't have to be scrubbing out your crock pot when you're done. So we got all of our chicken all nice and seasoned up, and we're going to put the next component, which is going to be our sausage. Okay, so same pan that we used We're gonna dump this in here. Got some little runaways. We're gonna throw them back in the pan. So we're gonna peel these off until they're a little bit brown. And then we're gonna throw them over in the crock pot. This is a set it and forget it meal. The only thing that you really need to cook to shave off that cooking time is your chicken and your sausage. So once you get that, not unless you want to put them in raw, then you're going to have to extend your cooking time. So I'm trying to cut it down, so we're going to do it this way. Okay, so our sausage are brown, and I'm going to take these, dump them in there. Okay. And the last component of our meats is our shrimp, and you're going to do that last, very last. And when I say last, you want to put that in probably like the last 30 minutes of cooking, because if you don't, what's going to happen is your shrimp are going to be tough as leather, okay? You might as well not even put them in. It'd be like eating a piece of shoe leather. So you want to make sure your shrimp go in last, and you're going to put them on. Make sure they're cleaned in the vein, of course, and we're going to put that in here. So now we got our sausage and our chicken in here. Next, we're going to throw in our white onion. Okay. Make sure we get all that in there. We're going to put in our celery. Okay. Our chopped red pepper. And we're going to put in, I have 1 can of the petite diced tomatoes. 1 can, that's all you need, with the juice. And we're going to put that in there. And then what I like to do is, I don't know if you guys like to do this, but I like to get all that goodness that's in that can. You pay a lot for these vegetables. You want to get all that stuff out of there. So we're going to pour that in there. And then we need 2 cups of chicken broth. Okay. Mix that up there. Okay. And last but not least, we're going to put our spices in there. Spices here. Mix those in there. And I'm going to add, because I like a little bit of this in here, a bay leaf. And basically that's it. And then you're gonna put the top on here. You're gonna let this cook. I'm cooking mine on high for 4 hours. If you want to do it longer, you can do it for about 8 hours. 6 hours. Take it back. 6 hours on high, on low. You're gonna put your top on, let it go, check on it periodically, probably about 30 minutes. We're gonna come back, we're gonna look and see what this looks like. After that, you got some goodness going on. So stick with me, and then I'll show you what the finished product is gonna look like. Okay, I'm back. Our jambalaya is looking delicious. We only have maybe about 30 minutes to go. It's almost done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sear off my shrimp real quick. I have the same pan that I did my sausage and my chicken in, and there's still a little bit of the drippings in there. I'm gonna throw them in here. They're already cleaned in the vein. We're gonna just get a little bit of color on them. You don't need to put any salt, pepper, nothing like that, because you don't want to make them salty. And then in this other pot over here, I have some long grain white rice, and that's going to be on the side. And you can serve your jambalaya over your rice. I don't want to put it into the crock pot because then it'll expand and it'll get mushy. Light toss. And you know when shrimp are done, because they'll go from this color to almost a white color. And just let them cook on up, and then we're going to throw those in the pot, and then we're going to serve this up with the rice. Okay, so this is the final step of our jambalaya. These are our big, nice, pretty shrimp we have that I grilled up real quick with the oil that was left over from the sausage. And we're going to take this and we're going to just dump this right in here. And we're going to stir that around. And this is all but done. We're gonna wait for our rice to get done, and then we're gonna serve this up. Let those juices get into those shrimp, and then we're gonna serve it up with some rice. Okay, so we are back, and we are done with our slow cooker jambalaya. And this is what the finished product looks like. You should have all this goodness going on with the shrimp, the sausage, the chicken, and all those veggies in there with that good broth. You're gonna put it over some white rice, and you have a good meal there. Good for any weeknight. Come in from work. Your whole family will enjoy it. I hope you look at my videos, keep watching, and as always, like and subscribe. Have a beautiful evening.